you know, the high-level billionaires like the Elon Musks and Jeff Bezos, they want to get off the planet altogether. Really just leave us behind. But
and now we're leading in space over Russia and China. They were killing us when I took over, and now we're leading. But military, we're going to reach, and it's my plan. I'll talk to Elon. Elon, get those rocket ships going, because we want to reach Mars before the end of my term. We want to do it. And we want to have also great military protection in space, because that's where it's going to be at.
Elon Musk has vowed to get anyone who wants to be a space traveller to Mars, but not if Kamala Harris becomes US president. Rachel Venables is with me now. Morning. So there are conditions then from Elon Musk?
Yeah, there is definitely a catch to what he said and what he's been fighting for and working towards for many years, which is a colony on Mars. Many people say this is Elon Musk's greatest aim, greatest ambition. And it's incredible because it's something that obviously just a few years ago would have felt more like the plot of a science fiction film. But it has now entered the discussions around the US presidential election, with SpaceX founder Elon Musk telling his followers on X last night that in just 2 years he plans to send 5 spaceships to Mars, saying that if the unmanned space starships can arrive safely, he will then plan to send crewed missions by 2028, which is an incredibly short timeline. He's certainly known for his high-risk, high-reward ethos when it comes to the way he runs his companies. But as we've discussed, there is a catch. Musk is a vocal Donald Trump supporter. He's really been avidly backing him to win this November. And he's claimed that another Democratic presidency would, quote, destroy the Mars program and doom humanity by drowning it in red tape. He said earlier this month as well, we will never reach Mars if Kamala wins. So obviously politics coming into play there as well. But of course, SpaceX really is at the forefront of space innovation. It's NASA's currently main mode of transport to get astronauts up to the International Space Station. After Boeing, they've been beset with problems and delays. So he's obviously a really big player when it comes to this project.
So what kind of engineering would be involved in creating a mini sun that you hover above the poles?
So, I mean, the sun is it's a gravitationally contained reaction. So you need a lot of mass. So if you don't have a lot of mass, you can just that's why you'd have like explosions, just like little pulsing things, like a pulsing sun. Yeah, so some people have like said, well, if you added up all the nuclear weapons on Earth, that wouldn't even be that much. I'm like, yeah, because they're small. But we could make way bigger nuclear bombs than the current ones. It's like, what's the point? But so, well, if you want to make an artificial sun, you just use a lot more hydrogen.
But that would be something
tritium or deuterium.
They would have to construct on Mars.
Yeah.
And then figure out a way to launch it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, honestly, not that hard.
What do you think Mars is going to look like?
Well, long term, we could make it look like Earth. We have to warm it up, but there's a lot of ice on Mars. It's cold. Mm-hmm. So, like, you just have to warm it up to have liquid water. Mars would have an ocean of, I think, about roughly maybe a mile deep on 40% of the planet, roughly.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you was warming up.
So that's all ice, all ice right now?
Just ice.
40% of the planet?
If we get lucky, we'll have sent people to Mars within 8 years. The key question sort of, I think, about for civilization is, the key test perhaps for civilization is, do we make it through this Fermi great filter of going from a one-planet civilization to a multi-planet civilization? And if we do become a multi-planet civilization, we may go out there to other star systems and discover many long-dead one-planet civilizations. And we don't want to be one of them. That's lame. We don't want to be one of those lame one-planet civilizations. But I think we should always regard civilization as fragile, as not something that, not a situation where there is an inevitable upward trajectory. I mean,